I got I gotta say the the 40 golden rings. I mean, that's I don't even know what to say. That's like super generous, but I think I have to give it all back because the birds. This is like 3 weeks or 4 weeks. The birds are driving me crazy, and the drummers are like I can't take it anymore. They won't even play something. They just keep like riffing and I don't even know. And there's all the dancers and the maids of milking. I didn't know there were that many things you could milk. There's all the livestock. Oh, and there's the pipers. I can't, I just I can't I can't do it anymore. It's too much. We gotta get rid of these things. I gotta take care of that, and then we can start the show. I'll meet you on the other side. I gotta figure something out here. Whew. Okay.
Hey, John, what's up?
Well, I think I took care of our noise problem.
Was there a noise problem?
You you didn't hear all that for
I,
like three weeks. It's been like a month of all these things
oh,
and
no,
the noises and the. Anyway, I found a mine shaft. I just shoved it all down there.
oh, good, good.
We might come across it, in a couple of years, maybe
Hey,
some.
have you seen my geese? I don't know what happened to my geese. I had six of them.
No, I haven't seen any geese.
Oh,
Um, so what's new? Anything new? Anything other than
what's
geese?
no, the geese were old. I had old geese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was let's see, there was a holiday or something recently, right? Yeah.
A few. I think there was a. Is it a new year now?
The new year now, yeah. This is our first episode of the new year, right?
It's hard to tell down here because it's
Welcome,
every day is the same pretty much.
welcome to 2027 or whatever it is.
Sounds about right, I think. Somewhere I have tally marks on a wall. I'll have to go count them. I've marked every day, so it'll take a while to add it up.
Cool.
Uh, have you been to any events this year? Any cons or anything?
No, it's a little early for that. I have not
Okay.
been to any conventions in the last 2 weeks yet.
Well,
No.
I know we've had cons that we did something. Did Matt do something? Grape Ape was
There
somewhere.
was one, yes. I forget what it was though. Yes, Matt did something in Texas.
Right. And I mean, I have one coming up in about 3 weeks, but I haven't done anything yet.
No, I have not really even played anything yet this year. So.
Oh, well, we should do something about that. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah. Midwinter. Nick went to Midwinter.
that was the other one. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know the geese were probably prepping that Dark Tower or something for you, but
Right. Yeah. Like
maybe they're busy with that. That's why you haven't seen them lately.
they were supposed to be doing the editing for me.
There we go. Well, I mean, since we're here, should we talk about some
Yeah,
stuff?
we got a few new things we can talk about. Let's do that, shall we?
I mean, I don't think it's more than just Elena in the chat. So, we should try to at least give people a reason to be here.
Right. I see there's at least three other people here.
Although chatting with other, DCC fans and Goodman Games fans is reason enough. I mean, where to start though is the question.
Where to start? That is a good question.
I mean, we could stay close to home and start with the Mines of Dread.
Mines of Dread. Perfect. Perfect. Saturday matinee crawls, The Mines of Dread.
Saturday Matinee Crawls. So this is a sequel of sorts. It could be a sequel. It could be played on its own, but it could be a sequel to The Hive Opens, which was an earlier Sunday. You said Saturday, I think. I think we both said Saturday. It's Sunday Matinee Crawls.
You're right. You're right. The Saturday matinee crawls are totally different.
Days of the week have almost zero meaning down here, like I say. But this is a third level adventure. Um, uh,
Well,
I was looking at it particularly to try to determine, for one thing, like how long would it take to play, and it could be variable because the way the mind map is set up, you could bypass things and come back to them later, and so it's hard to say how long it could take because like you could jump from level 2 to level 4 if you found the right little niche.
depends on the players mostly. Yeah.
So, but I think that also means as a GM, if you needed to fit it in a tight slot, like a 2 or 3 hour slot, you could probably make it work. And if you got 4 hours, you got 6 hours, you could play the whole thing through. You've got a lot of corrupted creatures and monsters and things in here.
There is an orb of coalesced vile ichor. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, that too. Um, and this is a mere $10 for your
Yep.
evening or 2 evenings of entertainment value.
It's
Uh,
got some characters in the back. You got
yeah. So it doesn't just have characters. There are NPCs that are statted out such that if you had a character down, you could slot in one of the NPCs and keep the player, you know, keep the player going.
couple player handouts at the end too. So um,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
pretty
I think there's a puzzle in here too. There were several things I looked at here for today. Oh, and a nice magic item too.
yes, yes. Conveniently presented on a single page so that you can just copy it and hand it to the player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, Minds of Dread. Now, all other mine-related things are good things, right?
Are they good things? Do we like mines? Are we
Well,
pro
there's
mine?
the caves. Wait, am I getting my lighting here? The caves of refuge. That sounds good.
I mean, that sounds like the opposite of a mine, but who knows?
But oh wait, there's a subtitle. The Mines of Misery.
I
I'm
feel
having
like those are kind
lighting
of
issues, but you can tell where I'm going. There we go.
is it caves of refuge or mines of misery? Those sound like different things to me.
It is both and more. Um,
So this is a funnel adventure, right?
yep,
No,
yep,
wait. Yes, it is. Okay, sorry, I
yep,
was getting.
absolutely.
Yes, this is a funnel adventure, where basically the premise is you live in a village that is near these abandoned mines, and you have to run away from the village because it's about to be devoured by a barbarian horde. So you run to the caves, but it turns out the caves are not necessarily of refuge. They are
That's
more of
true. I guess the title is false advertising, really. It's the Mines of Misery.
I mean, I guess it's refuge from the barbarians, but it's still mines of misery. So
It's both. Yeah, it's both. It's both.
it's
Yeah, you've got crystal snakes in here. You've got some ghostly voices telling you things you may or may not want to hear. Um, and yeah, I think. I was going to comment on the duration again of like how long might it take to play through, and it's totally it slipped through my brain matter.
yeah. I feel
Trying to
I don't
refresh my memory.
think it specifically says in here anywhere, but I feel like this could be run in a single setting probably.
Yeah,
Um,
and it does have optional encounters as well.
yeah,
So if you needed
got
to
several
beef it
options.
up or you just wanted to swap something out, like, oh, we did an adventure recently that had a thing kind of vaguely like this. Let's grab one of these alternate encounters and just substitute it.
Right.
That's an option. So you got something to work with here. You got something to sink your teeth in.
As a bonus, you get a one-page essay about paper making and how it works.
Oh, right. That's right. That's this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you can make I'm trying to remember that ties into like a handout or something. Or no, it was one of the NPC
Yeah,
characters.
basically the town you live in is known for making paper. So
Right, right, right. There we go. And that one is also $10.
$10 for a
$10
nice
for that funnel. So I'm just going to assume everything we're covering today is some kind of reflection or inspiration from this show, obviously.
yeah, clearly. Because yeah, we've had how many goblins on this show?
There's been a lot of goblins.
Yeah,
They're all around here. They're shorter than camera level, so you can't
they
see
don't
them.
show up on the camera, but they're all over the place.
There
Yeah,
was even a goblin uprising at one point, if I remember correctly.
I think I slept through that.
That could be. That could be. You were nuzzled into the covers with the geese, and you were cozy and warm, and you missed it. I
Anyway,
had to deal with it. So
goblins.
have you seen some particular goblins, or?
Well, I've seen a Pilgrims of a Goblin Road.
Oh, I think I have those same pilgrims.
Yes, this one I think has actually been out for a little while, but we haven't covered it yet. Um, so this one is a $12 adventure. You'll notice the nice Stefan Pogue cover.
Yeah.
It is a level 1 adventure, um, and basically it's very upfront about its influences. It's influenced largely by the Canterbury Tales
Yep.
and the poem "The Pilgrim" by John Bunyan, which, if you're not familiar with those, they're both conveniently reprinted in here because they're public domain.
Well,
I
not
mean,
the entirety of the Canterbury Tales. That would
Tales,
be that would be a much larger book.
that would be a much larger.
Um, and it is following on from Champions of the Goblin Market, if I'm remembering that name correctly,
That was the funnel in the series. Yes.
which was also a literary reference, if you're not familiar with that one. Um, this one has a Carnal Flood, not to be
Mhm.
confused with Colonel Flood, who I think was the one with the lead pipe in the library.
Right. Yes. Yes. Exactly.
It also got zombies. If you're a fan of zombies, there are zombies in here.
Love zombies. Right. Um, the other thing to note is there's a lot of several different puzzles in this one that there are player handouts for. So there's
Yep.
some puzzling going on.
Yep.
Uh, there's a couple NPCs that you can use as use them as PCs or have them as NPCs depending on how you feel.
Yeah, yeah. And there's different factions in the setting or in the situation here. So you've got kind of multiple things coming together. PCs have to navigate that and decide what they're going to do. Are they going to try to ally? Are they going to try to just fight them all, knock them all down, whatever? And of course there are goblins.
But yeah, goblins. Obviously, there's goblins.
Goblins.
And
Just to be
I will
clear.
say that this one's $12. It's not 10. It's $12.
12. First level.
But yeah, it's got some pretty good art in it too. Like Stefan Pogue does some of the interior art.
Yep.
Um, there's another artist who I'm not familiar with, but the art is really good. I like it. There you go.
Dutch angle there. Yeah, there's some of Stefan.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, and this, yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna show that. That's a spoiler. Any other goblins you want to talk
Uh,
about? I got a suggestion.
you got a suggestion? Go for it.
There's the Pirates of the Goblin River,
Oh,
not Penzance.
I don't have that one in my mine shaft.
I think they all got taken up to the surface.
Yeah,
See, the
well,
goblins didn't leave one behind for you,
I have two copies of this one. I think that might be what happened.
or maybe the geese were involved. So this one also involves goblins.
Oh,
There is a halfling with a vendetta. There are monstrosities, as you might imagine, um, and the PCs are in the mix of these different factions coming together on a ship-shaped inn.
Hip
That's not
shaped.
easy to say. It's
Everything
a
is.
it is a ship-shaped inn, or maybe it's not quite ship-shape. But in any case, this is a second level adventure, $12. Following on from the others, can also work on its own. I don't think we mentioned that with the Goblin Road, but you can make them work on their own, but they also are part of the sequence. Apparently, the sequence goes up to level 4, so there must be what, two more of these in the pipeline.
At least a couple more, I would think.
And again, so we got some nice interior art from Stefan and others, nice cartography. This is an especially brutal picture. I won't show it all because it's got some gruesome things in it, but it's nicely done. I will give them that. Um, and yeah, yeah, yeah. So continue your goblin-y adventures therein.
You know
Oh,
what goblins make me think of?
I was going to say this one also has. Is this the one? Oh yeah, this is the one with Beowulf.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
Is it
there's your
actually
literary
actually
component
in
on
the
that
old
one.
English? Is it in the old English or is it in the modern translation?
It's not Seamus what is his name? I can't remember. It's let's see. Beowulf spake, bairn of Egtheow. Have mind, thou honored offspring of Hilfdane. I think
Yes.
it's oldie, kind of oldie. Some
That
some version of oldie.
that's middly.
Middly oldie, not
That's
quite. It's not
not,
ancienty, it's just
not
middly.
but yeah, goblins. They remind me of ziggurats.
They are often scurrying around on ziggurats. That's true.
There's a whole. I don't know. I just made that up.
Well, just I mean, complete the thought. They're on ziggurats. What
They,
else? What else might be
well,
in or around that ziggurat?
they also tend to worship blood gods. So we have a ziggurat of the blood god, um,
Yes.
which by Christopher Willett, which is a an adventure for fourth level characters, um, and it's got kind of a it's meant for DCC mostly, I think, but it's definitely got a lot of sci-fi elements in it. Um, so yeah, if you like to mix your sci-fi fantasy together, this is a great adventure for that. And the fantasy is also very it's a little bit like Aztec themed more than European fantasy. So it really kind of put me in the mood of the Tecumel Empire of the Petal Throne. If you're
Oh yeah, yeah. That's going way back.
Yeah, it kind of put me in the same mindset as that with the technology as magic and the
Yeah.
as and the,
Just for anybody that doesn't know, that's going back to the 70s.
yeah, that's
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 very early gaming.
that's going back.
Um, I was going to say my copy came, it was in a little bag and it had a sticker of the blood god.
Yeah, my I got the special fancy limited edition one that
It had
has
a bookmark of
with
a thing. I don't want to deal with that thing, whatever that is.
got a
And
sticker.
most frightening of all, the Sharktopus Games logo.
So the special one has just like a little foil
Oh,
of the cover you can hang up, and it's got a bunch of
yeah.
player handouts that are already detached.
So the
Uh,
standard is 12. What was the special one? Do you know?
it's 20.
20. Yeah, and there's a bunch of like handout thingies that are loose that you can just use as a reference or handout. Um, and I have to say the font, we got a little name check there, but the font used is Futura, which to me means it's actually a role-playing game item. Because if you don't use Futura, it may or may not be an actual game.
Font matters. It's true. It's true.
That's also a 70s reference for the kids.
If the kids,
That's got to be, huh?
kids are for the 70s, they're not kids. Let's see, what else we.
Um, but that's got to be it for ziggurats. I mean,
No, 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 no. This is Dungeon Crawl Classics, John. There is no end of
oh, that's right.
uh,
It's ziggurats all the way down.
ziggurats all the way down. In fact, up next we have Ziggurat of the Mega Maiden.
Ziggurat
Uh,
of the Mega Maiden. Yeah.
so
This
this
is $10
and
for
two,
I'm blanking on the level. Is it level 1? No, level 2.
level two, and not surprisingly, if you look at this cover, the adventure was inspired by 80s heavy metal music, specifically Megadeth and Iron Maiden. So you can tell where the cover came from and the title and all that.
Mega Maiden is headbanging.
And basically the premise of this adventure is you have 20 rounds to get to the top of this ziggurat and stop the bad guys, or else all hell breaks loose.
Did I just destroy my copy? No. The interior of the cover is a map that you can use with your miniatures or wadded up gum wrappers standing in for miniatures or whatever you may choose.
So you're looking at how long it takes to play things, and yeah, this one is 20 rounds. However long 20 rounds takes you, that's how long this adventure is.
I think there was a suggestion of fitting it into like 2 hours roughly.
So definitely a good one for a convention slot.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. 10 bucks only with the cool color map and everything.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, here's a ziggurat that is from a parallel universe or a different planet or something.
Oh, Ziggurat of the Megaton Maiden. Oh,
Megaton Maiden.
I see.
This
Yes.
is also Megaton Maiden, also known as the Atomic Mama.
The Atomic Mama. Yeah.
And again, 2 minutes to Doomsday.
So yeah,
Uh,
so it's a very similar premise, the same kind of setup where you have 2 minutes, X number of rounds to get through this whole thing to stop it from exploding.
you really
However,
could, you really could make it like parallel worlds or some kind of thing, you know.
it is not, however, just a reskin of the DCC adventure. Like it's a completely different map. And while there are a few similarities between some of the encounters, they're different encounters and this different stats for the monsters and everything. So it is a different adventure. It's not just reskinned.
Yep, yep, yep. And this is level 1 for MCC. And we were talking about one of the other things had something about paper making. This has a paper craft object for the players to reference
You
for
can learn
the process.
learn how to make your own paper and then turn it into a player aid.
There you go. You can combine the adventures. Pilgrims of the or Ziggurat of the Megaton Goblins, maybe, or something like that.
Road to the Megaton Maiden.
There we go. There we go. There's a new mutation or two in here. I can't remember. Is it more than
Oh yeah,
one?
yeah. There's at least one. Yeah.
Might be. Oh no, that's the okay. Yeah, so there's like a radioactive cult that or atomic cult that you have to go up against in here. Yeah, so plenty going on, and again, it can fit in like a 2 hour slot, or you can let it breathe a little. But the idea is, you know, keep the pressure on. There's things that got to be done, otherwise big problems will arise. Goblin just stole my Megaton Maiden book.
Or the end of all your problems, depending on how you look at it, really.
I guess, yeah, in a sense, it's like, well, don't have to worry about that anymore. All right, any more ziggurats? You got any more ziggurats?
I think I'm all ziggurated out.
All right, I guess that's it, everybody. We
No, no. I mean, we
no,
have
we got
we have,
more.
we have more adventures, don't we?
We should do more so we don't have quite the backlog that we've been coping with.
I mean, because yeah, the people watching, they demand it. They demand to
Well,
hear more.
I mean, look at all the comments.
I mean, I
More,
mean,
more, more. That's all they're typing.
the
Um, oh
chat
wait,
has like a 1 second delay from real life, so in 20 seconds they'll be demanding it. So
mine is translating the word stop as more. I don't know. Should we stay with MCC and talk about installation
Oh,
665
yes.
since we're in Terra AD already? We'll just stay there for a moment.
Installation 665 all about?
So installation 665 is an adventure from none other than Mr. Julian Burnick.
Ah, that's a name that rings a bell.
I've heard of him. So this has some Lovecraftian type elements to it to mix into your Terra AD adventures. There is a shunned location which has some new activity on it that I don't want to spoil.
You're right.
Um, and so, of course, oh wait, I was going to say it's a level 3 adventure. So, of course, the seekers of your group, they need to like, well, what's going on out there? There's something strange. There are visions that can plague them, and there are some nice full page handouts illustrating those
Oh,
visions. And
beautiful.
there's multiples of them, so everybody can have a different vision or something like that. And then they get out to the site, and there's plenty of strangeness going on, and there's a jelly vader. There
I,
is
but I like the sounds.
what's that?
I don't know what that is, but I like the way it sounds.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like an elevator, but it's not.
It's not.
There's a riddle fish, and part of the high quality production here is that it includes like tokens and standees and goodies like that. Um, little silhouette standees that you could assemble. Again, some more papercraft stuff. I guess it's the era of the papercraft. There was something else I was going to show off. There's a lot of art in here. It's packed with art, and the maps are very artistic. Um, Sometimes there are maybe gruesome things that happen. Sometimes there are slimy things that happen. But very, very nice production, very high quality. There's even whatever's happening to that guy's head. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to know. But yeah, this is like 72 pages, I think, or something in that
That's
vicinity.
a hefty adventure right there. Yeah.
And it is 20 of your Earth dollars
Mhm.
for this. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty, it's a high quality product.
20 of my
Affordable,
American
MCC.
Earth dollars, my Canadian Earth dollars, or my Australian Earth dollar.
I'm not from around here. I don't know your customs.
All right, that's
You
fair.
can you can find it. You'll find it where you find it, and it'll have a price.
Ah, I see.
It'll clarify. All will be made clear.
All will be revealed.
So also on Terra AD,
I don't think that's Terra AD, but it could be.
Weird Frontiers.
That's that's a different Terra AD.
Is that a different AD? Okay.
It's a
Well, you
it's
tell me what you know.
I mean it's Terra AD. It's just a different year.
A different point in Terra AD timeline.
Yeah.
In my
Um,
Terra AD of MCC predates DCC. You get to DCC later.
oh yeah, one of those weird so far in the future it's fantasy things. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Perfect. But wait, there's more. Yes, Train Through Hell, Book One, Part One. Book One, Part One. So presumably there's going to be more. Um,
Would seem to be the plan.
this
Oh,
one is, yeah, Weird Frontiers. So if that's your jam, this is a thing you need to have.
yeah.
Um,
It does not have a price on the back, and I neglected to look it up.
well, let me do that real quick while you talk about it.
It is available for some number of monies. So there obviously, like we're saying, it looks like the start of a series. There is a like a kind of a short story piece here in the front to kind of set the mood. Um, it's a travel adventure that also provides you with a town and a fort for your Weird Frontiers adventure. So you could use this as it is um, to maybe bridge between a couple different adventures that you're planning to run that are not in the same location. Um, and I'm blanking on the level. Did we say what level? It doesn't say on the cover. I'll have to check. Let me just
The
take a quick peek.
third, it
Is it third
says
level?
0 to third. So
I
uh,
did not jot it down.
price is 10.99. I only know that because it's
10.99.
on the website where I'm looking at the price. So
It's very affordable. 10.99.
that's
That's
probably
almost
not
like
even all of your monies.
that's like almost like it's less than 11 bucks.
It is. It is.
Why can't I find? There's places. There's the fort, the town. There should be a
So, and
leader.
it's worth
Oh,
pointing out also that oh wait, no, it's not. Huh.
well, if you've looked it up, does it say in the listing
What are you looking for?
the level?
Yeah, it's zero to third. Let's see, the chapter, like the whole thing will go from 0 to third level. So I think this is probably for a 0 level.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So this first piece is a funnel essentially for the train ride and all that, because you get to go on a train ride.
It's worth noting also that the website has the looks like it has the incorrect author information. So
I hear that'll be changed very quickly. Maybe
just
even
throwing
as we
that out
speak.
there in case anyone is listening who might have the power to change that.
But yeah, yeah. So you got a nice train component here to get from A to B. Like I say, you've got a town that's detailed. You've got a fort, um, NPCs, all that good stuff, and more to come. More to come. And you say it was 11 bucks.
Yep.
11. Don't touch that. The goblins. Um. Yeah. Okay. So now what ziggurat is next? What
Well,
thing?
next up we have the Wild West nuclear goblin ziggurat.
Okay.
Which,
That is that where we just take all this stuff and like mash it together, like rip up the pages and resort them and just put it all together.
exactly. Oh,
Oh, that's the boss.
mashing. We should get out of here.
I think we better get out of here or we'll be mashed up. Oh.